Andrew Jackson, the seventh president of the United States, was a complex and fascinating figure, filled with stories that are not widely known. Born in 1767 in a disputed area between North and South Carolina, Jackson often claimed both states as his birthplace. However, did you know that Jackson was of Irish descent? His grandparents emigrated from Ireland, which made him part of an often overlooked minority in early America. This heritage, combined with his rough upbringing in the frontier, shaped his resilient and combative personality. One of the most dramatic events in Jackson's life was his survival of an assassination attempt in 1835. A mentally unstable painter named Richard Lawrence fired 2 shots at him at point-blank range, but both pistols miraculously misfired. Jackson, with his characteristic toughness, charged at Lawrence and beat him with his cane, cementing his reputation as a fearless and determined leader. This incident made Jackson the first U.S. president to face an assassination attempt. Beyond his political and military life, Jackson had a softer side. He was an avid animal lover. He owned several pets, including a parrot that reportedly learned to curse, adding a humorous yet unexpected dimension to his personality. Despite his gruff and often combative nature, Jackson had a deep love for animals and was known to enjoy their companionship throughout his life. Jackson was a staunch advocate for the common man, especially small farmers, and he strongly opposed the Second Bank of the United States, which he viewed as a tool for the wealthy elite. His efforts to dismantle the bank won him the admiration of many working-class Americans who felt left out of the nation's economic system. His presidency marked a significant shift in American politics as he expanded voting rights to a broader segment of the population, a movement that came to be known as Jacksonian democracy. However, Jackson's legacy is not without controversy. One of the darkest chapters of his presidency was his role in the forced relocation of Native American tribes, known as the Trail of Tears. Under the Indian Removal Act, thousands of Native Americans were displaced from their ancestral lands, leading to immense suffering and loss of life. This remains one of the most painful aspects of his legacy, overshadowing his achievements in the eyes of many. Jackson's military career also played a pivotal role in shaping his leadership style. He first gained national fame during the War of 1812, particularly in the Battle of New Orleans, where his decisive victory against the British made him a national hero. His military success earned him the nickname Old Hickory, reflecting his tough and unyielding nature. His leadership style carried over into his presidency, where he often relied on his instincts and a strong sense of personal loyalty over traditional political strategies. Another interesting aspect of Jackson's life was his fierce sense of honor and loyalty, which led him to fight in multiple duels. In one of the most famous duels, he killed Charles Dickinson, who had insulted his wife, Rachel. Jackson was shot in the chest during the duel, but remained standing, eventually taking his shot and killing Dickinson. The bullet remained in his body for the rest of his life, serving as a constant reminder of his volatile temperament and unwavering sense of pride. Despite the controversies surrounding his policies, Jackson left a lasting impact on the American presidency. He reshaped the office by strengthening the power of the executive branch and advocating for policies that reflected the interests of the common people rather than the elite. His populist approach to governance inspired future leaders and cemented his place as one of the most influential figures in American history. In his later years, Jackson retired to his Tennessee plantation, the Hermitage, where he spent his final days reflecting on his legacy and continuing to engage in political discussions. Even in retirement, he remained a powerful figure in American politics, offering advice and support to his successors. He passed away in 1845, leaving behind a legacy that continues to provoke debate and discussion. Andrew Jackson was a man of contradictions. Fiercely loyal, yet deeply controversial, a champion of democracy, yet responsible for policies that caused immense suffering. His story is one of triumph, resilience, and complexity, making him a figure worth studying and reflecting upon from multiple perspectives. Andrew Jackson, the